Yeah, got it. Yes, it's not only mine because I have a Victor with me here today, and we are going to present it together. I just started and tell you something about what we are doing. So we have this project, Sustainable Farming with Field Robotics. It started this year, from the start of this year, so almost one year now behind us. And yes, just go to the next slide about, it's called in Finnish Peltorobo. And our aim in this project is to provide information about the benefits, the possibilities, limitations, and requirements for the integration of field robotics into Finnish farming, and especially in vegetable farming or special crops cultivation, because as we know, robotics is not really, we have a lot of going with the robotics, but really not much is still happening in real life. I mean, like this, we didn't have any commercial robots in Finland before we started this project. And our project is about testing already commercial robots, and not so much about developing new robots. And our study consists of 3 work packages. We first made, and still are, of course, making market review of available commercial robots. And then we will estimate how big a potential they would have in Finland in view of the cultivated plants in Finland. And then this big part is the testing of some commercial field robot, about how it works in real life, in Finnish conditions, and we want to test it on different plants and different environments. And then after we have done testing and seen how it works and what are the possibilities, we make this kind of models about how to integrate this, what kind of farms would be suitable, and what are the plants, and then what impact in a certain kind of field, farms, it would have on the farm management. What do you need to change system somehow, and what impact would they have on the work amount, and of course the economy, how profitable investing on a robot would be. And the duration is 2 years. We have had the first year, and still next year we have upcoming testing. And the funding is coming from the ministry. There is a certain fund, a development fund for agriculture and forestry. And we have a cooperation, very good cooperation with the Sugar Beet Research Center and Appetit Research Farm. Appetit is a big Finnish vegetable company making food from vegetables to Finnish consumers. So this kind of this is our project. And there was this slide about, now I have somebody coming, can you, voitko hetken aikaa odottaa? So we have, of course, there was this slide about what is there innovative technologies. Yes, of course, the robotics in itself is very innovative still. So this is the robot we are testing, FarmDroid. It's a Danish robot, and it's already on more than 400 farms in the world. So it's not a prototype anymore, maybe. And of course, it is innovative itself. It works based on very accurate positioning. But maybe we go into that later. Then, of course, Victor can tell you more about. Victor is a more developer, and he has, of course, also visions about what else could we do with a robot? Could we use machine vision and image processing for data collection, like integrate some field mapping or plant detection to the robot, and so on. So I have this video, but maybe we'll go into it after this presentation. But actually now I give Victor,
yeah.
You can go on from here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, something happened with my camera. I cannot be seen. Related to challenges, I will say about challenges that we try to solve with the help of this project. And it is actually it is a combination of a high price of this robot and lack of information about it. So maybe this is a good investment for farmers, but farmers just don't know that it's good, and this is what is our project for, to create some experience and knowledge that farmers could use it and start finally to use robots. And to these reasons, actually, because of field robotics is a relatively new area, and still they don't have this companies producing robots don't have too much experience and producing powers, and these challenges are actually were challenges in during the project management. So we found only 3 companies in Europe that can provide robots, commercial robots, and 2 of them were expensive, approximately like our entire budget. So we took the cheapest, and still we could not buy it, and we only organized the renting of it. So additional challenge was the timing of our project of field experiments. Because of Finnish short summer, we started in late May, and in August already was the harvesting time. Still, we succeeded to test 3 species in 2 research farms. But this was only because in one research farm we sown spinach that was not supposed to be harvested finally. And of course, all these technical problems that we faced in the field during the work, and this was our project to see all these problems, to solve them, and to prepare all this experience for farmers that they could use it. Of course, the weather is a common problem. Here in the middle image, you maybe see the rain when the robot was stopped during the rain in the middle of the field. And we also tried to find what are limitations of soil moisture where robots still can work. Yeah, so these are the main problems that we faced. Can you move to the next slide? So we are in the middle of the project. It's still too early to see what could we do better. Actually, we work relatively according to the plan, and with several cases of good luck, we succeeded to perform the plan. The only thing that we planned and just did not have time for it's creating networking. That's what we okay, that this is workshop is for, but that's what we are going to do now, to create a plan for networking, because these additional groups of researchers and farmers and companies who do the same work as we just take the robot and test it to be sure that it works normally. And related to the perspectives, we want to continue this project next year in a commercial farm to test additional species and to test the profitability in real commercial conditions. Also, we would like to test additional robots, but in addition to this, we want to continue the project uh, to develop additional tools for this robot, because the robot was designed for sewing and weeding, but it's a very good platform for additional things. Like we started already to install a camera on the robot to see the condition of the plants. So in frequency of once in a week, we can monitor the entire field. And for example, to count the plants to estimate the harvest. Also, we thought about additional tools like spreading fertilizer. And you can see on the bottom picture these white grains of fertilizer that robots spread, which also can be done once in a week. And things like adding sensor to this robot, like on contact soil sensor, or things even like adding UV light to this robot to make against diseases and pests, which can decrease the amount of fungicides and pesticides. So it's a very good and convenient platform, and a lot of things can be tested on it. And even if this robot is not very cost effective, it must be used in already in farms, because it's very promising and effective in general. And I hope so that with help of this project, we start this chain reaction in Finland, that the bravest farmers will see us and buy the robots, and then the rest of farmers will continue. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Victor. Yes, and I think we did raise a lot of interest in Finland. We had some demonstration days together with our cooperators here. Yes, I don't know how much time we actually have, but I have a video.
We have some minutes, yeah, that's okay.
So let's see a little bit about the video. I'll share it. And there's some Finnish text in it, but I will explain a bit. I don't know if it's familiar to you, this farm droid. It's like I said, a Danish robot. It has it's developed for sugar beet originally, but it's capable for many kinds of seeds sowing now. And yes, it's we knew first it's seeds, and this seed position is accurate. It has its own RTK base station, and we know it knows exactly where it is seeded, and that's the whole point of it. And because it afterwards, when you do the weeding, it is done with this. So there are two antennas, and there are solar panels. 4 solar panels, so we don't need to load it any. It loads itself with the solar panels, and it's just a safety wire that stops it, and it weighs around 900 pounds, heavy. And here you see, you hear the click. It's the click over when it drops the feed. It's very accurate, and it works quite slowly. It works below 1 kilometer per hour, and it's of course because the speed it's possible to seed, so it's slow accurately, and of course it's also a safety issue, speed. And yeah, I go a bit faster here because it's yeah, this is seeding happening here, and this robot has 6 units for seeding, and you can change the row width. And here we did a test for with seeding rapeseed, winter rape, and we did with 2 different row widths. Here is this narrow, it's 25 centimeter row width. You can adjust it for different plants, and you can even plant one seed at a place, or you can add a group of seeds at one place, or you can seed really quite normally. But you have to work the field well, so it's not a direct drill machine. You have to have a good and very flat here's the weeding. So it has the two weeders, like the passive weeders between the rows, and then this active knife, which goes between the seeds, between the plants. So this is the great that you can really weeding between the plants. So this is out from our field, and you can see we didn't succeed to get all seeds, but some between weeds between the rows, it is very, very good. But some ones are like quite near the actual plant, because of course you can't go too near. The plants can really go quite near the actual plant. But here you can see the difference from the non-weeding here in the middle, between the robot weeded. And here's some video about the other plant which we weeded was the spinach. And here we did the spinach seeding also with 25 centimeter row width and then 10 centimeter plant width. You have to have at least 10 centimeters between the plants plant distance, because in order to be able to weed from between the plants. But yeah, we had some challenges. It was very wet in August when we did this seeding and then weeding. We did weeding in September, and it was really a lot of rain, but we still succeeded. So to do it, so we are quite happy, and the Appetite Farm was very, very happy, and they thought it's very potential. But of course, as we was so late, we didn't have time to look at how the result would be with this field. But anyway, we are continuing next year on a commercial vegetable farm, so we will have really more results and more experience. Yes.
Yeah, so I at least had some delays in the video, so it could not be seen very well.
Oh yeah.
Can you just write the link to the video on YouTube?
Yes, it's in the presentation. Okay.
Yes, there. This video is published on YouTube as well. Yeah.
This is on YouTube, and yes, it was in my presentation. You could see the link.